find the angle in radians through which find the angle in radians through which a pendulum, have you seen a pendulum? The earlier old clocks and all, we used to see that moving, that pendulum. And I think in physics you have to learn the to and fro motion. Okay, yes. So the find the angle in radians through which a pendulum swings. Pendulum swings if its length is, its length means pendulum's length. Okay, if its length is 75 centimeters and the tip, that is where it rotates, no movement, describes an arc of length. Arc of length means this is the length of the arc. Okay, so arc of length, there are 3 questions given here. First, let us take only the first one. I will write the second and third. Next, you have to solve second and third and give me the answer. Okay, so the first one, length is given, that is length of the arc is 10 centimeter. Okay, just write, make a note of the question. Second is 15 centimeter. Third is given as 21 centimeter. Okay, so let us understand the problem in detail now here. So clearly, first we should understand the problem. Okay, so what is given? Find the angle in radians. So this much should be there in my mind. So whatever angle I want the angle to be given in radian measure. Okay, and I know if I get radian measure, I know to convert to degree, and degree measure also I know to convert to radian measure. So this conversion I have learnt in this exercise. Okay, so now I want the angle in radians through which a pendulum swings if its length is 75. Now suppose, suppose this is a point. From this point, we see that the pendulum is swinging. So this is a pendulum. Okay, so now you may have noticed this in the old style of that clocks, this pendulum will be moving around, to and fro motion. Okay, so this will be moving like this and then going back, again going like this and then moving back. So that motion, so that is a pendulum. That is the arc which that pendulum is describing. Okay, so now what is given? The length of the pendulum is given to us 75. So this part is given to us 75. So please draw the figure with the figure. So whenever a question is given, you should be able to picturize that. Then it will be more clear. Okay, so this is a pendulum which is hanging from that point, do you think? And that length is given 75. So this that green color which I have given, that is the motion of the pendulum, that is to and fro. It is going on clicking around, right? Yes. So the tip describes the arc of length. So first one, so let us answer the first one. So the write the solution, the answer. First one we will take L is equal to 10 centimeters. Okay, L is equal to 10 centimeters. Now, can you tell me what is R is equal to? Yes, anyone who is telling me R is equal to? How much will be the radius? Length is 10. How much will be the radius? 75. Yes. So as I look into the figure here, this, if I extend around, that will form a circle. So this will be the radius. So 75 is the radius. So right, L is 10 centimeter for the first one. Then R is same. Okay, for all the 3, R is equal to 75. Which formula we know? Do we know any formula related with L and R? We have learnt that. Which is that? Write that formula. Which is the formula? Come on. Which is the formula? Come on. L is equal to, yes, R theta. L is equal to r theta. Okay, so get the, now when this we find theta, that is what we require. This theta will be in degrees or radians. If I have just told you when I use this formula, this theta which we find will always be in radians, and I want the radians answer only, so that means I don't have to convert it. But suppose the question was here, find the angle in degrees, then whatever theta answer, remember L is equal to r theta formula, the theta will be always in radians. So then suppose they ask by chance degree measure, then that theta in radians I have to convert to degree. So what will be the conversion? With what should I multiply if radians is converted to, I want degree measure, with the 180 by pi. So number, whenever I want degree, number should be on top. Okay, yes. So substitute now. So what is theta I want? So theta is equal to L by R. So in the first case, theta is equal to, that is angle, L is 10 by 75. So 5 2s are 5 15s are. So you are getting theta is equal to 2 by 15 radians. This is your first answer. Okay, now proceed with the second one and third one. Come on, do it the same way. Quickly give me the answers for the first one, and the first one is done. Give me the answer for the second one and the third one. Very simple it is. Remember, L is changing, R remains the same. Yes. Yes, very good. So second answer is 1 by 5. Okay, so here L is equal to 15 centimeter, R is equal to 75 centimeters. So L is equal to R theta, or theta is equal to L by R. So that is equal to, L is 15 by 75. So 15 ones are 15 fives. So therefore theta is equal to 1 by 5 radians. Okay, come on, work out the next one. Seven by 25. Very good. So L is equal to 21 centimeters. R is equal to 75 centimeters. So therefore L is equal to R into theta. Theta is equal to L by R, which is equal to 21 by 75. Okay, now goes with the 3. 3 sevens are 21, 3 twos are 6, 3 fives are 15. So therefore theta is equal to 7 by 25 radians. So let us write the sides here. This is the opposite side. Now, if this is a right angle, which is this side here? This is the
hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse. Okay, this is hypotenuse. And who is this side? Any idea?
Adjacent.
Adjacent. Next to that theta is adjacent. So when we sit in the bench there, one person sitting next to that. So we call the person is sitting adjacent to that. Okay. So this side is adjacent side. Okay, so now you should remember one trick of mine. What is that trick is, I don't know whether you have remembered the same trick for your high school. Okay, so remember SOHCAHTOA. Do you remember the same thing? Anything, okay, but I want the correct one. Anything, okay, which you are comfortable with. So I remember SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so what is this SOHCAHTOA here? This is S stands for sine, C stands for cos, T stands for tan, O stands for opposite, H stands for hypotenuse, A stands for adjacent. Okay, yes. So anything. Okay, so however you are feeling comfortable, I have no problems at all. Okay, but we should get the right answer. Okay, so we will write the first one. Let us write the first one. First one is, we will write it sine. So write sine theta is equal to. So write how many trigonometric functions we have? Any idea? How many trigonometric functions?
6, ma'am.
All know 6 only, or some know more or less? 6 only, right? Okay, good. So we know 6 trigonometric functions. Yes. So first we will write S. S is sine. So write sine theta is equal to. So sine theta is equal to, what is it now here? Opposite by hypotenuse, OH. So you can remember your style. Okay, so opposite. So this is opposite side by hypotenuse. Second one, cos theta. So cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So this is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Okay, fine. Next, third one, SO. Okay, so katoa. T stands for tan theta. So tan theta is equal to OA, that is opposite by adjacent. Okay, opposite by adjacent. Now, the fourth one. Yes, so who is the reciprocal of sine theta? Who is the reciprocal? Reciprocal of sine theta is cosecant theta. So reciprocal of sine theta, let me write. So that is cosecant theta. Okay, don't get confused with the cos is not the reciprocal. That's what I said. Don't get confused with the cofunctions and the reciprocals. So for the time being, just to concentrate on the reciprocals. We will make it sure that this enters our head properly, and then I will teach you the cofunctions. I will not mix it up. Okay, so don't worry about the cofunctions now for the time being. Just understand who is the reciprocal. Reciprocal of sine is cosecant. So if sine is opposite by hypotenuse, this one should be hypotenuse by opposite, ulta of that. Okay, fifth one, cos theta is there. Who is the reciprocal of cos? Is
Secant theta.
secant theta. So secant theta is the reciprocal of cos. So if cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, this one will become a hypotenuse by adjacent. And we have sixth one, tan theta. Tan theta is the reciprocal is also same, its cofunction is also same. So never we will go wrong with the tan theta. And yes, we got the answers. So tan theta reciprocal is cot theta. So tan theta reciprocal is cot theta. So therefore that is equal to, so tan theta reciprocal is cot theta. Okay, so cot theta is, tan theta is opposite by adjacent. So this one, cot theta, will become adjacent by opposite. Okay, are these trigonometric, 6 trigonometric functions clear to all? Yes. So just write reciprocals. This is, you need to understand. Reciprocals. Okay. Yes. So reciprocals, cosecant theta, just for you to remember. Okay. So cosecant theta is equal to reciprocal of sine. So one reciprocal means always, now x when it is there, if I ask what is the reciprocal of x, we will tell 1 by x. So same way, cosecant theta is nothing but the reciprocal of sine theta. And secant theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. And third one, cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. Okay, side heading, sign of the trigonometric functions. Signs of trigonometric functions. Signs of trigonometric functions. Now for this, once again, let us draw quadrants like this. Okay, so let us draw. I said the 4 quadrants once again, the x-axis and the y-axis, the graph we will draw. Okay, so now this is x-axis and y-axis. So here this is the first quadrant. Okay, so don't think this part is appearing first and I will write that 1, 2, 3 and 4. No. Okay, yes, so here this is the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant, so write the quadrants first. Then this is the third quadrant and this part is the fourth quadrant. Yes. Okay, you can remember that, or I have a better idea. Yes, so here A, S, T, C. How to remember? All students take coffee. Okay, now who is this all? A stands for all. That means how many trigonometric functions are there? All the 6 trigonometric functions are positive. Okay, so all are positive over here in the first quadrant. Next, coming to okay, so second one. Now stop making words, just understand here. Okay, so second one here we have S, and who is positive here? Sine and its reciprocal. Just now we learnt about the reciprocal. Okay, so here write in brackets sine and its reciprocal cosecant are positive. Next, T, yes, all-time favorite, tan and its reciprocal cot are positive. Okay, and here in the last one, who is positive? C stands for who is remaining? Cos and its reciprocal secant is positive. Cos and secant is positive. Yes, I hope this idea is clear. Okay, then about the allied angle, when I will come back once again to this quadrant. Okay, yes. So now in the side, so if you have written this, below that you can write in the side identities. This identities already you have learned in your lower classes. Let us once again recall the identities, right? Identities. So signs of the trigonometric functions, you are writing this part. Sign of the trigonometric function. Now we are going to identities. Underline identities. Now for this, I require a small figure. So just draw a small figure and one circle. That is x-axis, y-axis and a small circle. Now, how do we write a point? Any point, how do we represent? How do we write a point? Zero. So here consider a unit circle and one point. Let us find out. Okay, so one point. Okay, the point, let us give a name x comma y, p of x comma y. Okay, yes. So now consider a unit circle. So right here, consider a unit circle. Unit circle means immediately idea should come to my mind. In brackets, write r is equal to 1 unit or 1 centimeter. 1 unit we will write. Okay, so now that means this is the center of the circle O. So this part OP, okay, so draw a line OP. This is equal to 1 centimeter. Now if suppose I have 2, 3 and I ask you to plot this 2, 3. Okay, plot this 2, 3. That means we will be searching on the x-axis where is 2. Suppose this is 2, and from here we'll be climbing up like this and search in the y-axis where is 3, and then meet this, and this point we mark as 2, 3. Correct? No? Okay. So yes. So now here, suppose I drop a perpendicular from here to here. Yes. So now you should tell me, now suppose I give OP and mark this point as Q. who is OQ? Can anyone tell me who is OQ? See, whatever I write, I want you also to write. Okay? Come on, tell me who is OQ? It is X. Very good. So this is X part. And who is PQ? PQ is Y. Very good. Okay, so this part is X, because if this point is 2, 3, yes, so here we check, no, this is 2 and this part is 3. So that is how we are writing X and Y. Okay, so now this is a right angled triangle. It's a right angled triangle, and take this angle as theta. Yes, take angle as theta. Now we know Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so let us use the Pythagoras theorem. Let us see what exactly. First, before using Pythagoras theorem, let us keep ready who is sine theta and cos theta. Okay, yes, so sine theta, so below that figure you write and keep. What is sine theta? Sine theta is SOH, that is opposite by hypotenuse. So who is the opposite now? Sine theta, it is Y, by hypotenuse is 1, so therefore it is Y. So sine theta is equal to Y we got. Next, cos theta. So cos theta, so AH, that is adjacent by hypotenuse. So therefore it is X by 1, which is equal to X. So what you got? Y is nothing but sine theta. X is nothing but cos theta you got. Okay. Yes. So this put in box and keep it ready. Now from figure. Okay, so from figure, that means that circle. Okay, comma, using Pythagoras theorem, comma, we get, yes. So tell me, what is the Pythagoras theorem for the triangle OPQ? So for the triangle OPQ, what is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay, yes. So here we have OP square is equal to OQ square plus PQ square. Okay, so here we have OP square is equal to OQ square plus PQ square. Yes, so what is OP here? 1. What is OQ? OQ is X square plus PQ is Y square. So who is X we have kept ready already? Cos theta. Who is Y we have kept ready? Sin theta. Substitute. So therefore we are getting the first identity. So therefore X square plus Y square is equal to 1, and that is nothing but, so I am writing X first. So therefore cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Put box around this. This is the first identity which we have. This is the first one. Okay, yes, so copy that first one. Okay, so my first one, so the first identity which I got was cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. This was my first identity. Now what will happen if I divide this? Okay, so divide this by cos square theta. Divide 1 by cos square theta. Divide 1 by cos square theta. So what do I get? I get cos square theta by cos square theta plus sin square theta by cos square theta is equal to 1 by cos square theta. Everywhere I have to divide by cos square theta. So therefore cos square theta plus divide by cos square theta 1. Who is sin by cos? So here put star and write sin theta by cos theta is nothing but tan theta.
Tan theta.
Yes, so tan theta. Okay, so sin by cos is tan theta. Okay, yes. So therefore 1 plus tan square theta is equal to, who is the reciprocal of cos? Reciprocal of cos is, we have already learned this, secant theta. Yes. So therefore 1 by cos square will become secant square theta, and this is the second identity which I have got. Put this in box. Okay. Now the same first one, if you divide by sine square theta, I will get the third one. Okay, so therefore the first one, that is cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. This is the first one. I divide by sine square theta, so this will become cos square theta by sine square theta plus sine square theta by sine square theta plus is equal to 1 by sine square theta. So here sine square cancels. So I will write that first. So 1 plus. So now here write who is cos by sine. Cos theta by sine theta. That is nothing but the reciprocal of the first one. Okay, reciprocal of tan theta is cot theta. So whatever I am using, no, I always put star and make it a point. Okay. So here we are getting 1 plus cos by sine is cot square theta is equal to, so reciprocal of sine is cosecant theta. Okay, reciprocal of sine is cosecant theta. So you are getting here cosecant square theta. Okay. So mark this as the third identity. So these are the three identities which you should know. Okay, three identities which you should know. First one is sine square theta or cos square theta. Okay, so sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. And as we see the small children, LKG children, if you see, all the time they will be telling rhymes. Okay, yes, they will be telling rhymes. Why they are doing that? So when they tell it many times, the idea what is behind that, that is they will memorize that rhyme. Same way, the formulas, the identities, what we should do is we have to tell it many times. Just tell, when you tell many times, that will be stored in your mind. So sine square theta, don't think I know the identities why I should recite. No. You may get stuck somewhere. So sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Second identity, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. And third one, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Okay, so these are the three identities, which is the first thing we have to